Previously on Owl's Stretching Time.
Welcome back, everyone, to Owl's Stretching Time. We're in the end game, people, or at least the end of this season, anyway. Part 1 of what I assume is a 2-part finale. Let's watch Agony of a Witch. Okay, so, after weeks of theorizing and looking up several different theories on several different online forums, I've come to the conclusion that Emperor Belos is a duck.
I knew it! It was you! Hootie!
So you figured out my secret, Hoot Hoot! And now that you know the truth, I can't allow you to live!
If this couch goes over 55 miles, we're all dead! Follow me! Follow me to freedom!
So, I have a new theory now as to why Luz has magic powers. It's because she is a squid monster!
It was tentacles all along!
Exactly!
So, we've been hanging out on this couch for a while now. You want to go out for drinks or something?
Sorry, but I'm already in a committed relationship, Hoot Hoot.
Committed relationship? With who?
Hey, babe. Everything alright?
What?
I knew it! It was you all along! Glongles!
Yes, it was me, and it always will be!
I got it! I figured out the cure to Ida's curse, and the cure is Tide Pods!
Aha! It was you all along!
You'll never take me alive! Why would you people eat this stuff?
And now, the thrilling conclusion.
Do you remember any of that stuff last time?
Hootie Mom!
Ah!
It's the finale, everyone. It's the finale.
This is not a drill!
This is not a drill. Stay calm. Stay fucking calm!
The witching hour is at hand.
So last time Ida got captured, so now it's up to Luz to go save her. And good luck to her on that. She's going up against the Emperor, she's going up against Lilith, and his whole freaking army, so good luck to her, right?
Well, if she has Hootie...
Yeah, if she gets the house to come join her again, that would be interesting.
That would be a hoot?
Hootie takes over and becomes Emperor.
You know what?
All hail Emperor Hootie! Now you all have to listen to what I say!
You know what? I would be okay with that. Absolutely. Because you don't mess with Hootie.
He will be a great Emperor. He would be just but cruel.
But fair.
Exactly. Any predictions before we jump into this?
We're probably going to something about Luz's powers. Like, not... I mean, we know right now that she can conjure spells by, like, drawing them in, like, paper or in the ground or whatever. But I think we'll see another... It'll take it to another level. Like, she'll be able to do, like a Doctor Strange kind of thing with where she'll draw the symbols not on the ground or on, like, another piece of paper, but, like, in the air. Like, how all the witches, like, they just do circles, but she does, like all this fancy, like, Doctor Strange hand kind of thing, and just conjures up spells that way.
That would be cool if she manages to do that. And she wouldn't need a wand or anything.
Well, nobody really uses wands. I mean,
They use training wands.
I mean, there's talismans, but, you know, the staffs, but, like, nobody really uses, like, wands per se.
Right. This world's too good for wands. And you?
I'm going to pass this one off to Doug from last week because I can't remember everything I said. But I know I made predictions last time.
Right. I see just a good old-fashioned showdown between Lilith and Luz, and whether or not she actually frees Ida is another question, because even if she does free her, that means they're pretty much going to be on the run, but again, we'll have to see. So I have so many theories, but I feel like they're all going to be wrong, so I'm just going to watch this, and then we'll discuss from there. Alright, and without further ado, let us watch Young Blood, Old Souls.
Those who resist are called wild witches, and they face harsh punishment. Emperor Belos has since retreated into his castle. There are whispers that say he's planning something big. I wonder if catching Ida was part of his big plan. What do you think, Luz?
Thanks for that history lesson.
Yeah, really.
Aww.
I don't care what Lilith is up to. Because today, I'm saving Ida.
Called it.
No theme song.
Damn, look at all those weapons.
What are you doing? This is serious, King. Ida used her powers to save me and got caught by Lilith. Now she's the Owl Beast and is being taken before the Emperor.
Me and Ida don't always see eye to eye, but I do consider her family. I want her back as much as you do.
All right, then we've got no time to lose.
Very serious opening,
Yeah.
but necessary.
Yes.
Nah.
Emperor Belos will heal you and we'll be in his coven together. Isn't that wonderful? Pray to your childish games. Once you've healed her as promised, I am sure she will become a useful asset to the coven. Where am I? Well, what is this? Farts. I got caught.
The infamous Owl Lady.
Taking her to the healing ceremony?
I will not be healing her.
But you promised me.
Don't
What a
say my
surprise.
name. This is the Titan's will. All wild witches must be dealt with before the day of unity. You understand, don't you?
Of course.
Good.
Curse your sudden but inevitable
Oh, one
betrayal.
more thing. Destroy the Owl Lady's stuff. She won't be needing it anymore.
Don't destroy Albert.
For the crime of attacking a coven leader and refusing to join a coven, Edelyn Clothorn's body
This is the first time we actually see television in this world.
Today, sundown, at the Conformatorium.
Petrification is only done to the worst criminals. And once the spell is complete, it can't be reversed.
Lilith, she cursed Ida. She captured her own sister. She is the worst I ever
You're
seen
the
her.
worst. You're the worst. You're the worst.
And now you gotta pay for
But
that.
saving Ida first. But how are we gonna get to the Conformatorium in time?
We'll have to do something so diabolical, so criminally insane, that they'll have to send us to the Conformatorium.
Hey!
The fiends.
Perfect plan.
We also would have accepted littering.
Or jaywalking.
Luz the human. How I've waited to see you again. Now I'll have my revenge and you'll have front row seats to Ida's demise.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Nice to see you again.
Where's Ida?
She's in the holding cell in the dungeon.
Draw me a map!
That was easy.
You let the human escape, and you drew her a map?
Worry about anything, Mora. I shall capture the human.
I don't regret anything. I lived freely, and I got to meet you. Ida, if you stay here, I won't be able to protect you. You need to leave. Now!
But we're a family. Us weirdos have to stick together, remember?
Oh.
You have a family already. Go back to them.
I love you, Ida.
I love you too, kiddo. Luz, get away.
And now, I will take you down.
I just want to talk.
Talk to the glyph, witch.
You stop! What's wrong with you?
Uh-oh.
Luz!
Oh boy.
Luz, watch out!
Oh no.
We're in the real world now.
Listen to me! No way. You deserve to be petrified, not Ida.
When Edelyn and I were younger, we were the best of friends.
Flashback.
Interesting how Lilith kind of looks like Willow.
Yeah.
With the spell declared, let the pain be shared.
Good.
Being in the Emperor's
And they
Coven.
both have skin knees.
One spot is available. You duel tomorrow. The winner will join our ranks.
I knew Edelyn would beat me. She was younger, but worked twice as hard. She met me at my level. Emperor Belus always said, to be great, you have to make sacrifices. What would he do in my situation? I found a spell that would take away her powers.
Wow, really?
That's a bit extreme.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be for a day.
I refuse to battle my sister. I've decided the covens aren't really my style. Hey, don't forget me when you're a big shot, sis.
And as Edelyn walked away,
Lilith Clawthorn, we welcome you to the Emperor's Coven!
By default, I guess.
I made my
Wow.
sacrifice for the Emperor. And it was time to receive my reward. I've been pursuing Edelyn because if she joined the Emperor's Coven, Emperor Belus told me he would heal her curse. He lied to me. I know how to rescue Edelyn.
How do I know I can trust you?
Aw.
Albert, you're okay. All right, Lilith. I don't like your whole deal, but we need your help to save Ida.
Thank you. Now let's head back.
She could do that whole, sealing bond thing, just to make sure she doesn't go back on her word. Wow, that's even worse than I thought. So I could have understood if it was out of jealousy or resentment or something like that, but no.
She just wanted to be more powerful.
Yeah.
He's the right side up way. The same
Like
way.
she and her sister had a good thing, and then
She got greedy.
yeah, and she didn't even need the spell because she didn't even fight.
Yeah.
It was for nothing. Wow.
Wait, why are there no guards around?
Figured that would happen.
Ah, Lilith, you chose the wrong side.
No!
I'd actually like to have a word with you, human.
If I knew something like this would happen, Edelyn,
They're all gonna be petrified.
We gotta do something.
And in a shocking turn of events, head Coven leader Lilith is now in the holding cage, escorted by what appears to be a deranged cat. Yes, I'm live!
Dad, we have to stop. Yeah, what's happening to Ida
Figured.
isn't right.
She helped me escape jail.
She helped me stay in business.
She helped me love teaching again.
Aw.
After she left.
Go. Let Ida go. Let Ida go.
Let Ida go! Free
Let
Ida
Ida
go! Free hat! Free hat! Free hat! Free hat!
Wait.
Ah!
God, that thing from the opening.
What's wrong, human? I thought you wanted to fight.
Ooh!
Right in the eye.
You can't get anything in there because the doctor said so.
Give me the portal to the human realm.
My home.
You probably think we want to invade the human realm.
No.
Don't.
Fine.
bitch.
Lo siento, Mama. Here, it's yours.
The Titan will be pleased. Go on then. Go be a hero.
I may have lost, but so have you.
Oh!
Ooh, you! Oh my god, she's stuck there.
Yeah. Until they find another way to get back, but...
What is happening? Breathe in.
You've been fine.
Now. Ida, are you okay?
As good as I'll ever be.
Children of the Isles, the Titan has told me to spare the Owl Lady's life, but in return, her curse will strip away all her powers. Let her monstrous form be a lesson about the dangers of wild magic.
Don't worry, Ida. I'll run and get you some elixir and...
No, human. No amount of elixir can heal her now. With this spell declared, let the pain be shared.
Ida! Can you still do magic?
That's a no. It'll take some time to get used to this.
I can teach you what I know, and what we don't know, we can learn together.
There's season 2 material.
But I will find my way home to you. I promise. Deja una luz puesta para mí. Te quiero.
We'll be keeping an eye on the inhabitants of the Owl House. In the meantime, the Day of Unity is almost upon us, and we have much work to do.
Oh shit.
Oh dear. So he found a way to rebuild the door.
This is like Gravity Falls, that whole freaking portal that leads to like Bill Cipher's universe.
Or the Rick and Morty universe. The Rick and Morty universe. Yes, Morty. Gravity Falls is crossover.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
So now they're only partially cursed.
You know, I admit, you actually called it about the whole Professor Hulk thing that Ida was going to do. You sort of called it, because, like, yeah, when she was in beast form, yeah, she was able to talk of it, but now she's this... She has a thing in her eye now.
Ah, my eye, I'm not supposed to get a curse in it.
But you kind of called it.
Yeah.
I definitely called it.
Yeah, you definitely called it more. Like, I was not expecting Luz to be trapped there now, because... Wow. But I suppose that's the only way it's possible.
Yeah, right. Well, she was going to still be there anyway, because, I mean, there's always more shows, so...
Right, of course. But I was, like, wondering how that was all going to pan out, because she had to go back eventually. So,
yes.
Unless Ida gave her the thing to make the door, just to keep, so she can go back and forth, there was no real way she can, like, live both lives. And now she's actually, like, stuck there. I mean, at least it's a good incentive for Ida to finally teach her some actual magic.
Yes.
But now they're going to learn purely through the glyphs and all that, so... God damn it, I was trying to be sympathetic toward Lilith, but I am not. Even after what she did, that's still fucked up.
It is, but I think, this definitely gives her room to redeem herself as the next season goes on.
Kind of like how Amity is trying to redeem herself a little bit earlier in the season with, trying to be friends with Willow again.
Speaking of Amity, I think I saw in the flashback, I saw her mother in the stands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I saw a green-haired witch that looked very much like Amity, so I think that must have been her mother.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We got to see Gus's dad.
Yeah.
He's a reporter, apparently.
Yeah. Apparently there's television in this universe,
Yeah.
I mean,
Globe Vision.
I shouldn't be surprised because they do have scroll.
They have
the
their
viewing globe.
They have their version of Twitter, social media, so it would make sense for them to have their own television. I guess they have internet, so.
Although I'm wondering, because Luz probably won't be able to get internet anymore now that she destroyed the door.
That is very possible.
She won't even be able to, I think, contact her mother either. Not even text her and stuff.
And did we find out if it was indeed Ida that was sending those letters, or we're still not sure.
We don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering now if maybe there's like a fake Luz there, and her mother won't even notice she's gone because the other one will just take over her life. Which is kind of a horrifying thought. Now we know that the Emperor's ultimate goal is like playing with portals, I guess.
Basically build the Stargate, pretty much.
Yeah, I was surprised by that, because I figured he wanted to unlock some sort of magic thingy, but I guess the portal's like the ultimate thing. I gotta say though, like, I should have known. He's doing one of those things you see in like in other shows and movies where, you know, it's the leader of like this cult or this kingdom or something, and they're like, oh yeah, I spoke to God or I spoke to a deity, and they're telling me to enact their decree and stuff. So this is one of those situations.
Yeah.
I guarantee you the Titan either isn't saying shit to him or is
being forced against his will, because I get the vibe that the Emperor did something to the Titan and is taking the power of the Titan for himself, and it just basically just using it to impose his own will against everybody. So that's
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's colonialism combined with religious indoctrination or something. Because, yeah, the whole history, like, I'm glad that they gave, like, a solid history on all that. Like, granted, we already saw some of it in the past episode, but it's nice to see it just laid out like that. I just love how they all readily accept what he says without question, though.
Well, he's been ruling for, I want to say, thousands of years.
Oh,
no, like, they said, like, 50 or something in the last, at least that's what they said in, like, the background or something. But if it was 1,000 years, that would make more sense. But even so, that's just... Ugh.
Then everything changed from the Fire Nation attack.
Interesting, I thought we'd see maybe his face, but all we saw was his eye. So, I'm wondering what the hell is here, if he was, like, changed because of whatever...
Because of all the stuff that he poured into his eyes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of, of the Teen Titans series, when they, like, broke Slade's mask and you only see his eye... But like the rest of him's basically shadow.
I vaguely kind of remember that because I've seen quite a bit of Teen Titans. And I have seen the episode with Slade in it. So.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like in the comics that he's Slade Wilson, but in this it's like they make it a complete mystery, and that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this.
You watch, he's like one of those characters where like you never actually see his face. It's just forever a mystery. Or it's too grotesque to show on TV.
And I feel like we're going to get more closure on that, or, more build-up to it.
Well, the question is, like, what is the portal for, exactly? Like, where is it leading to? I mean, he already stated outright that he had no interest in invading the human world, so...
Maybe not invading, but...
maybe there's something in the human world that he wants.
Yeah, he wants resources. That's very possible.
Yeah, I mean, they did say that magical creatures and stuff always escape into that world, so...
the giraffes. He wants
the platypi.
He wants the giraffes. All about the giraffes.
Well, it's something or other.
I hate you, giraffe.
I mean, it would make sense if it was the human world and actually be a good way for Luz to get back to the human world on top of that. Because I'm trying to think, because I assume there must be other magical worlds out there if we're operating by a multiverse theory or something. Not that they've really established anything like that, but it's possible.
I mean, they've really only established that door goes to the human world. They haven't really proved it to be anything else, but possibly while they're tinkering with the remnants of the door, it's possible they could go to another dimension.
I was kind of thinking that, too. I was kind of getting that kind of vibe, but it's like there's other, because I really know the Boiling Isles. Like I assume there are I think I might have said this in the last episode where there are probably like other Titans, with other that have magical properties, that kind of thing. So this can't be like the only Titan out there.
Right. Yeah, there's got to be something beyond the Boiling Isles. But now I'm wondering, because something I'm getting a vibe from like a She-Ra vibe almost, with the portal, because you had the bad guy who came from a totally different world through a portal, and then he imposed his belief system and hierarchy and stuff upon the world he inhabits. So I'm wondering if maybe Emperor Bellows came from another world and he got trapped there. So now he's using the world as for their resources, keep them under his rule while he constructs a way back home.
Well, that's a way.
That would make sense.
That's yet to be determined.
That's probably, yeah, I mean, that could definitely explain why he, limited everybody's use of magic, because that way, he has a more level playing field.
Mm-hmm.
It's also possible maybe being in this world is like slowly killing him or something, or he needs to rely on a certain amount of magic or whatever to like live.
I think he needs to rely on like Titan magic.
It kind of reminds me of the Power Rangers Samurai season, where the main bad guy whose name is escaping me at the moment, but basically like every time he would try to go into the human world, he'd dry out, and he needed to take like this potion to regain his strength.
Moisturize me.
So yeah, it could be kind of that same situation.
But it's weird that he has to get it from like the talismans, like because that was the thing he broke last time and like drank from was like a talisman totem. So maybe it has to be like concentrated magic or something.
Could be.
Those poor talismans, though. I was so worried for Albert. I'm like, no, don't eat Albert, please. I'm surprised Luz went in like with only like King as her help. Like it was really ballsy of her, but shows how far her magic has come, since the beginning. I'm really proud of her on that. It's weird because now she's going to be teaching Ida, but then she's going to have to learn from Ida too. So maybe Lilith as well.
I will say I'm kind of surprised that the Emperor actually let them go.
I think he must be playing it a long game or something, because. Remember, at this point, it just took Willow and Gus pointing out that Ida did nothing wrong for the crowd to turn. So if he up and tried to, kill her, the crowd would have worked against him. He needs them on his side, so he plays to their sympathies, be like, the Titan decided to be merciful and let her go. So, that way he doesn't seem like the bad guy here.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a long game situation.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's hard to even call. We don't really know very much about what his plan is or anything, so who knows?
Well, the thing I'm interested in now is what are they going to do, because obviously Luz can't go back to school, because everyone knows where she goes to school, so there'd be a trap there waiting for her, and good number of people know where the Owl House is, so they're probably going to have to change locations somewhere, probably put a bunch of protective spells just to keep people away. And they can't go into town anymore, so what the hell's gonna happen?
They move the Owl House. Like, Hootie takes the Owl House and moves off somewhere else.
Yeah, but
they travel around the Boiling Isles and fun-filled adventures.
Honestly, though, as I've harped on before, Ida was on the run before, and yet
the Owl House still stays.
Yeah, the Owl House still stays in the same spot. And, it took how long for Lilith to finally, penetrate it? And that was only because Hootie let her in?
Maybe they stay there and they just up the protection spells or something, but it just doesn't seem like they'd be able to go into town as casually as they could before.
I don't know. It's always kind of rung very off to me how, she's supposed to be fugitive, and yet it's like she's right out there in the open all the time.
I mean, maybe they can, because the Emperor didn't say, I want you all to go out and capture or something, so maybe he's, giving her
even though there is a reward poster.
Yeah, but maybe he retracts that or something. I mean, keep in mind, he only wanted them to get the portal thing. And now that that's destroyed, I guess he doesn't really have a need for her anymore.
Well, he has the portal. Remember, we saw him rebuilding it with the.
Well, that was a different portal. That wasn't the portal device that Luz gave him. She destroyed it.
Yeah, but that's part of. But you still see the eye. You still see part of it that as they're building the Stargate. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Stargate because that's what it looks like.
It's the Fargate.
I suppose maybe he salvaged some of it.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I mean. I think he salvaged some of it, and is using that to build his portal.
Or maybe he does still need them. He needs to find out from Ida where she got it from, because we don't know where she got that portal device from, and what kind of magic that is exactly. Because it doesn't seem like anybody else in the Boiling Isles would know about that.
Yeah, really.
So many unanswered questions. Too many questions.
This better be renewed for season 2.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be. I'm pretty sure it is already.
Yeah.
Because, it's too big at this point to really not be. Well, that's the end of season 1, officially now.
Yes.
So, Of course, no news yet on when season 2 is, or if there is, we don't know of it at this point. So we assume it's probably going to return sometime next year. And given how, the pandemic is pretty much halting a lot of production on things, it might take a little longer. But who knows? Maybe they'll find a way.
I want to say like at least like fall of 2021 for Owl House.
Maybe earlier.
Yeah, earlier. Usually.
Maybe earlier. Because I think it premiered in like January,
Yeah, but January's not that far out now. We're in the second half of the year already.
Probably next summer, I'm guessing.
Maybe spring. Maybe spring at the earliest.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But either way, we have some time until that happens. But however, we are not done yet with Owl Stretching Time, because as you listen to us babble for the last 20 minutes or so, we still have plenty of questions that has come up just from a result of this episode alone. But there's other questions in general that we also have, and we'd like to address that and, of course, speculate properly. We'd also like to ask you guys, the people watching this, if you have any questions or comments that you would like us to answer. So possibly something we haven't thought of, or, something about the show, whatever it is that you'd like to ask us. Because as I stated before in our other videos, since we are not fully in charge of this channel yet, we cannot answer your comments personally, since it is Zen's channel, and it wouldn't be appropriate for us to do so. So we're going to do it in the form of a video. Probably will be a little bit before we come out with this, but that gives you all time to think of questions. So please comment below. Let us know any questions you have in regard to the Owl House, in regards to the show, whatever, and we will answer them here. Real quick, what did you guys think of these episodes as a whole?
It's been quite good. Honestly, it's like every episode I think had something going for it. I think there was only that 1 week where we had like the 2 episodes back to back. The one before, it was, why am I drawing a blank here? It was the one, with Understanding Willow, but then there was an episode before that.
Yes.
That one was like the weaker one, but Understanding Willow was like, made up for it. Yeah. So, honestly, these have all been very good episodes, and the series as a whole so far, subverting a lot of expectations and like making fun of tropes and turning them on their heads. I've been really enjoying that aspect of it.
I really love how this show, it'll do I don't want to say gross out humor, but weird grotesque style of visual humor, but also give the characters a lot of heart. And we've definitely been seeing that, especially in the last couple of weeks. Understanding Willow was probably, I think that one's probably the best episode of the whole series, of the whole season so far, and the whole series so far, because of how well set up it is, how well written that episode is. I just how all of a sudden we've sat through weeks and weeks of just this zany making fun of fantasy trope humor. But then all of a sudden this episode comes out and it can go in that direction too. So it's going to be interesting to see going into season 2, how much of that balance, how much they're going to play off of that, how much of the humor and how much heart are they going to be able to do.
Yeah, I agree. These new batch of episodes definitely upped from the first batch that we saw, been more consistent. They've pushed more boundaries, definitely, especially with the Grom episode. And they've increased in animation quality as well.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, it just continues to get better and better, and I have a lot of hope for season 2, because if this is how season 1 started, season 2 has got to be excellent. I hope anyway. But I definitely believe it will, and we have now a new direction we're going in. We have new stakes. We have, a solid bad guy, so we have redemption. So there's so much possibilities with this show, and I look forward so much to seeing what's going to happen. It'll be a while, but we'll get there.
And in the meantime, we're still doing Amphibia. So yeah.
And then Ducktales comes back.
Ducktales comes back next month. Yeah.
So we're not done, not by a long shot. So yeah, apologies for those who watch this purely for the Owl House, but we do other shows as well. Right now it's Amphibia and Ducktales, but we do plan to do other stuff in the future, whatever happens to capture our interest. And if you guys have any suggestions, if you want us to look at something, again, comment below, and we'll address whether we think that's a good idea or not. Just keep in mind, we only watch like pre-established shows, so anything that already has a few episodes out, we're not going to jump into something brand new, because if we don't like it, we don't want to continue. So, point is, we're not short of material.
Oh, should we also mention we're planning to do Mandalorian when it comes back?
Oh yeah, so we've actually been preparing to watch season 2 of Mandalorian, starting back with Clone Wars, watching Rebels, and then basically refreshing ourselves on the lore that's outside the movies. So yes, we will be watching Mandalorian 2. Get more Baby Yoda goodness. So yeah, look out in the future for that. Not sure if we'll have a different show name for that, but we'll be nerding out Star Wars style, because we're all Star Wars nerds. So enjoy even more rambling than you're hearing now. So with that being said, we'll see you all next time for our questions and comments video, and we look forward to what you guys have to say. So take care.
Do you remember any of that stuff last time?
Hootie Bomb!
Hootie! It was you all along! Hoot are you working for?
You won't get me to talk, Hoot Hoot!
We will.
Yeah, well, eat me!
Okay. Nom 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 nom.